Hey everybody, welcome back to Tuckaway Pines. Today I'm going to be showing you finally my seed haul of 2026. So I'm sure for many of you, spring is already here and you are already starting your seeds indoors and might even see some little baby plants starting to sprout. For us here in the Northwoods, we are still patiently waiting. It is starting to warm up finally. A lot of that snow has melted. I can see patches in my yard, which is a blessing. In case any of you aren't familiar, we had a major snowstorm a couple weeks back. My area in Wisconsin, we got hit with about 40 inches of snow. It's pretty intense. Basically had nowhere to go with it, so it just built up from there, and we are finally starting to see the grass again. But we are still in that section of the season where things are still fluctuating. I know they're calling for snow later this week, even though today and yesterday we were in the 60s. So I don't know, we are still in the midst of that bipolar vortex we call Wisconsin. But I do hopefully anticipate starting indoor seeds in about 2, maybe 3 weeks or so. I'm hopefully 2 weeks. But I don't want to jump the gun. It seems like every year I tend to plant a little too early, so I'm trying to kind of stay strong, stay patient, and try and be on time here, so not rush anything. So I just wanted to sit down with you guys and show you my seed haul of 2026. I know I posted a video maybe about a month ago, I believe it was, where I talked to you guys about going through my seeds and what I'm looking at when it comes to planning out my garden and the seeds I do want to grow. And I can post that video up above for you if you want to check that out if you haven't already. So, and also don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any new videos that we do here on the homestead. So. But anyway, if you haven't been following along with us, this is where I keep all my seeds. I have this giant container with little containers inside. All my seeds are kind of organized, categorized, and whatnot to my system. So you can, if you have something similar or want to do something similar, you can definitely organize it the way that works for you. And I'll leave the link for this gadget down in the description. And I do have I think a couple videos actually, talking more about this product and how I use it and how it suits my needs. So I will talk all day about it until I'm blue in the face because it's that amazing of a product and I just continuously mention it. So, some of you might get sick and tired of me talking about my cool little seed caddy, but I love it. Anyway, I'm going to just kind of put this off to the side for now because I want to go through all my new seeds. And I did get my seeds from a couple different sources, different stores, different websites. Some I went to my local box store, purchased. Some I ordered online to a couple different websites. And I'll talk a little bit more as I go through the seeds. And I'm not only going to be talking about vegetable seeds and such, I'll be talking about herbs and even some flowers too. So kind of a bit actually, if you really look at it. So, but my first, I guess, batch for seed haul is an online order. I ordered these seeds from I ordered these seeds from Baker Creek Heirlooms. They have actually a amazing selection of seeds, such a wide variety of seeds. You can kind of get lost looking through all their catalogs and stuff, but absolutely love that website. I ordered from them last season and it's really great. And if you order a certain amount of packets, you get a free seed packet kind of thrown in the bunch, which was kind of nice little surprise. And they got here in a reasonable amount of time. And probably because I didn't do a large order this year. As you can see, my seeds that I'm adding to my collection here is not as big as it has been in the past. So I'm really trying to reel it in. So, but the seeds that I did order, And these were seeds that I primarily did need. There are a couple little extras I did have to get just because they look cool and something I wanted to try to grow. But the ones that I did need, I've got some cilantro and some oregano and some more celery. Our celery did really good last year, so I want to keep using that and hopefully get a good harvest this year. But yeah, mostly herbs here besides the celery. And then for my free little packet, they threw in a Japanese wasabi radish. So never had it. I've heard about wasabi. I think it's pretty spicy and something like that. And I'm not a big fan of radishes to begin with, so I don't know. I might plant it for funsies. You know me, I like to kind of just plant whatever just to see what happens. So that's probably what I'll do. Or I might even just kind of ask around, see if anybody wants some packets of these guys, because it's always nice to kind of trade seeds. I've done that in the past where you might, you know, have a fellow gardener, your neighbor, friend, whatever. You guys can kind of barter and trade seeds, almost like trading cards, but for gardeners. So this next batch I got was from a box store in town, just one of your major suppliers that you go to, see every day, and they have their little gardening section with the display of all the different seeds, all in alphabetical order and all that stuff. So I went through just to see if they had any varieties that I was looking for or any varieties that I actually did need. And fortunately, I was able to find a few of those. So that's why I picked them up there. That way I didn't have to waste the money on, you know, buying them online somewhere else. And believe it or not, they are cheaper in the store versus online. But, you know, at the end of the day, you do get what you pay for. So kind of have to, you know, use your judgment there when it comes to stuff like that. But, so this first batch, I'm trying to get all the brands together here. This first batch here is from a company called Fairy Morse. I think I've had a few of their seed packets. Nothing I've really like paid too much attention to. Just haven't. I don't know. But I do have quite a few of these guys here, and there was a lot of different varieties that I did need. And there's actually a couple in here that I just kind of tossed in. But so to start, I have some peppers here. I have my cayenne peppers, and I got some dwarf Thai peppers. These looked really, really pretty. I'm not super big on spicy stuff, but I will sprinkle it in here and there with certain things. So I figured, and based on the size too, you know, it might be a fun little thing to grow in a little pot somewhere. It is container friendly, and it says it's ornamental, and it does look kind of pretty. So hopefully I can get it to look just like that. There goes our grow lights. Those are on a timer. And then I have my cayenne peppers. These I like to use for medicinal purposes. Cayenne offers a lot of great benefits. Definitely like to have that on hand. And then I did need some more peas. We usually go through a lot of pea seeds each season because I like to do those succession plantings. So there's that. And then we needed plenty of beans. Corey loves his beans, so I got a couple different varieties. I do have a Gold Rush yellow wax bean, so there's that. And this one I did kind of throw in because it looked pretty cool. I got a Royal Burgundy bush bean, so that's like a purple bean. So that'll be kind of fun. Never grown purple beans before. Oh, and I did want to backtrack a little bit and say this pea variety is Green Arrow, if anyone's interested or curious. So, Green Arrow. And then I did pick up another batch of lima beans. I tried to grow some last season for drying, and they didn't really make it all the way to the end. So, I don't know. I'm hoping this company might have better seeds, because I know I used a different lima bean from a different company last season, so hopefully these might do a little bit better. I don't know. And then I also have a Wando pea, so I don't know, something different, but needed pea seeds, so got those. And I did run out of my bunching onions last year, so I picked up a packet of Warrior ones. So hopefully these guys do pretty good, because I had two varieties last year And one really kind of fizzled out on me. The other one did really great. So I'm hoping these do great as well. And then we did need carrot seeds, but I did want to get something fun. So I got a rainbow mix of our carrots. So that'll be interesting to grow and, you know, pull out of the ground because you never know what you're going to pull out. And then on to the next group. I have some more store-bought seeds. The brand here is Valley Green. I know that's kind of a popular brand. Super cheap packet, which is really nice, convenient. And I have more pea seeds. These are the little marbles. I don't know, they look pretty cute and a nice sized pea in the pod, so I'm hoping, you know, I can replicate that. And these are all heirloom varieties as far as the Valley Greens. The Valley Greens are all heirlooms, which is interesting. It's pretty cool. I have some cucumber seeds. These are white spine. He said they were very good for pickling, which is obviously what I like to do with my cucumbers, is just make pickles to make it through the year. So, and then little gem. I've been seeing a lot of these little gems being sold in stores and stuff, so I figured I'd try growing them. And it's a small little lettuce head, so I figured that would be kind of cool to grow and it won't take up a lot of space, so I can kind of either grow more of these or grow more of something else. I needed more dill, so I got my dill here, and we got some turnips. My turnips last year didn't do so good, so I'm going to try again and try them in a different area and do them a little bit different. Hopefully that changes things for the better. And then I do have some green ice lettuce. So this does look like a smaller kind of head of lettuce, but it looks crunchy and crispy as well. So hopefully that'll be really great for salads and fresh eating. And then I do have a couple more store-bought brands here. One of them is the American Seed. I know that's another like pretty common or popular brand that you see in your box stores and whatnot. I did need some more cucumbers because you can never have enough cucumbers, especially when you make pickles, and some tomatoes. So I have, as far as the cucumbers go, I have a straight 8 variety, I have a Market More variety, another, oh, I must have grabbed 2 straight 8s. Well, I got 2 of those. And then I grabbed a couple different 2 packets of the beefsteak tomatoes. So, you know, nice hearty tomato to make soups, or not soups, sauces, and maybe even some tomato paste and things like that. So, and then finally for my store-bought seeds here, I have some oregano. Oh, I must have bought another thing of oregano and forgot I've ordered some. So, well, I got 2 different varieties of oregano, so that's a bonus, I guess. And then I have my rosemary. I was growing a rosemary plant in a pot, and I would bring it outside during the summer, and then I'd bring it indoors when it got cold out, but it just kind of fizzled out on me, so I'm hoping to maybe start over this year. And then the last little bit of my seed haul, as far as like the veggies go, is from online. It's an online company, or well, it's a company, but you can order through them online, and they are called Mi Gardener. They are also a good source for heirloom seeds. Very good variety of seeds. They always have plentiful stock, and I don't know, I just like that they are somewhat local to me too, so that kind of helps, makes me feel a little better, because I like to support local anyway. So yeah, Mi Gardener, very cool source as well. And I got 2 different types of beans. I got another variety of lima bean. I must have just not kept track of what I was buying or ordering at the time. So make sure you make a list of what you're going to order from where, and cross-reference those lists so you don't double up if you don't want to. Note to self. But anyway, so yeah, I got more lima beans. This is a Henderson variety, so I don't think the other ones were the same. So I do have 2 different types. Yeah, this is a Ford Hook variety lima bean. So we'll see. We'll see how the 2 different ones do, and we'll compare them, I guess. So I guess that's not a bad thing. And then I do have navy beans. I also want these to like let grow so they can dry, and I can just store them that way. That way I can make all sorts of stuff. I like to make my own canned beans and things like that with these guys. So that is all my vegetable and food seeds. Now I found this really cool pouch and I want to show you guys and talk to you about it. I found this pouch. It was actually at my local box store, but I thought it was really interesting and I had to get it. And it's this big packet or pouch of medicinal herb seeds. And it's by Survival Garden Seeds. And this packet here has 36 healing plant varieties for your garden. So there's like so many different seeds all in here. And the packet's not that like thick, which is pretty amazing. Doesn't take up too much space. I haven't opened it yet, but looks super pretty. Anyway, it's starting to sound like a product review, but it's not. But yeah, so there's like a whole wide variety of information on the back. It tells you what's all inside, all the different herbs, seeds that it offers. It tells you a little bit about, you know, why you should grow healing plants and medicinal plants and the benefit of it. And then it even tells you how to care for your seed packets. So, and this pouch here is resealable, so I'm sure they expect you to keep everything in here because it is reusable, and if you have it sealed up properly, then your seeds should stay nice. So I'm very excited to kind of dive more into this when we get closer to planting and really see what I can grow and where I can put it all. So, because it would be cool to have a nice little cottage garden one day here on the property somewhere and just kind of let all these amazing plants just kind of grow wild, do their thing, and they're always there if I need them. So yeah, there's that cool little packet. Again, I'm just super excited about this thing. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. And then finally, the biggest haul of them all is all my bulbs. We kind of went crazy with the bulbs this year. We've been kind of stocking up. Corey does love his lilies, so that's kind of his thing, and I love my gladioluses, so we kind of don't help each other in that department. But yeah, we got a whole basket just full of different varieties of bulbs that we are intending on planting this year. I'd have to go through and count how many bulbs there are total. I don't know, but there are quite a different variety of plants here. We have so many different varieties of lilies, thanks to Corey. You know, just so many. They're double tiger orange. We've got this really cool black one. It's called Landony, which is really interesting. Hopefully those take. We have this really pretty purple dream. Super gorgeous. We have a ton of these stargazer lilies. So we'll have plenty of those to spread around the yard and stuff. We even found some white bleeding hearts. The variety is called Alba, but they are just a white bleeding heart. Super cool. Never seen one before. Had to get it. Just had to get it. And then we have tons of freesias. Never grown them before, but they do look almost like a mix between like a rose and a carnation, which I think that's gorgeous. Pretty colors. It's a variety pack, you know, like a mix. So kind of small, only 3 bulbs in each, but we do have quite a few of those, so we can kind of sprinkle those about. We do have a few packets of dahlias. Really pretty ones. We got some nice dark red. It's called Arabian Nights, so that's kind of interesting. We have a Pacific Ocean dahlia. And let's see, what's another one? Oh, Lucky Number dahlia. We also have a ton of different gladioluses. I'm a sucker for those, like I said earlier. We have some variety packs of different colors. Have some reds, pinks. We even have this amazing dark, like burgundy, red, almost black gladiolus. It's called At Night. I saw those, just had to get it, and it's a nice big bag. So I'm super excited to plant those and get those in the ground. But that's pretty much it as far as our seed haul as of right now, unless I happen to slip another packet of seeds in the cart one day here between now and planting. But yeah, I hope you guys really appreciated this video. Let me know in the comments what you guys are planting, any cool varieties. Shoot, I might try it next season. But yeah, that is pretty much it. So thank you guys again. Don't forget to like, and definitely don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on all this planting fun we'll be doing throughout the year. Alrighty, you guys. Thanks again. Bye.